A powerful and unusual weather event unfolded along the coast of southeastern Spain today in the Porto de Mazaron area of the Murcia region, where a rapidly developing atmospheric disturbance produced one or more waterspouts that made landfall and behaved like a tornado. Between the late afternoon hours of around 5 and 6, residents, visitors, and business patrons on the central promenade and seafront restaurants suddenly faced destructive wind gusts that raced ashore from the Mediterranean.
Viene para acá, ¿eh? ¡Un puto tornado! ¡Cago en la puta!
Strong, twisting columns of air and water were seen touching down, lifting and hurling objects with explosive eye force, including restaurant furniture, terrace chairs and tables, awnings, wooden signage, and loose urban fixtures. Large pieces of boat hardware and sailing equipment also became airborne, propelled with shocking force across the port area and into adjacent streets, creating moments of fear and chaos among those present. The pathways along the harbour were described by eyewitnesses as looking almost like a scene from a disaster drama, with debris scattered as if by an invisible hand tearing through the space.
Oh God!
¡Puto tornado! ¡Cago en la puta!
These waterspout-like tornado events are uncommon in this part of the Mediterranean, and today's atmospheric disturbance developed in association with a vigorous storm system that brought unstable conditions to Murcia and neighboring coastal communities. According to local meteorological updates, the State Meteorological Agency had maintained elevated storm warnings for parts of the region, reflecting the potential for heavy showers, gusty winds, and isolated hail in conjunction with the broader storm pattern. Over the course of the afternoon, severe weather alerts were adjusted, with authorities raising the threat level due to persistent thunderstorms and the movement of deep, moist air inland from the sea. Get away from the window's doors. He's gone now. He's gone. Oh my God. The dynamic conditions contributed to the development of multiple rotating wind features over open water that eventually migrated across the coastal zone. As the event unfolded, emergency services and local civil protection teams were on heightened alert, responding to reports from residents and businesses of wind-driven damage. Local eyewitnesses provided live commentary on the extraordinary scene, noting how swiftly calm skies gave way to turbulent air and how a series of tornadic waterspouts formed just offshore before impacting populated areas. Again,
¡Cago en la puta!
One local resident recounted how metal roofing sheets, wooden planks, and nautical rigging were caught up in the wind and hurled inland, striking walls and pavements with loud crashes and creating a sudden and dangerous environment for pedestrians and motorists alike. In response to the unpredictable conditions, several hospitality venues along the waterfront tempora temporarily closed their outdoor seating areas to protect patrons from flying debris, and small boats maroed at the marina were seen bobbing violently on roughened waters, their rigging thrashing in the gusts.
¡Puto tornado!
Despite the startling intensity of the storm and the dramatic visuals shared widely on social media and regional broadcasts, it was reported that there were no confirmed serious injuries among residents or visitors at the time of the strongest winds. How many know quick action by some business owners and citizens to seek shelter likely reduce the risk of harm?
Everyone stop! Look, all the bars are gone.
And emergency communication channels remained active to support rapid information dissemination. Civil protection authorities continued to monitor the situation closely as the storm migrated slowly inland, advising people to remain cautious, avoid standing near windows or open spaces during sudden gusts, and follow guidance from local officials regarding transient weather risks.